Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So just starting off on the weekly quickly, just to give us some how do I put it, some direction. So first things first, we are in a pretty big triangle. Okay, it is earnings seasons now as well, and this structure, or this trend line at the top here, technically hasn't broken yet. Okay, yes, we've had a nice strong week, so that's pretty much all trade war driven, and we've got earnings season starting today. So there's two ways of reading this. We either are still in the triangle, or we're looking for a weekly break pretty much above this previous swing high here, which is going to give us quite a sizable move. Okay, so let me just get that in there. So that basically gives us a 1,670 point move. Now that is a 6% move. Okay, so that's just one thing to point out. Trend is still up, very much up to the upside. I'm not so keen about the awesome oscillator at the moment, because normally when this happens, it kind of rolls and comes down. So the one thing to bear in mind, we do have earnings season coming up. We have a lot of the banks are expected to report bad results. We've got China, which reported this morning that their net exports to the USA is down 10.7% in dollar value. So in my eyes, that could potentially not bode very well for the retailers. So anyway, we have to wait and see what happens with earnings season, but that is sort of the writing that's on the wall at the moment. Okay, so let me just get some levels in here. The one thing is we do have this break of this double bottom here, and oh goodness grief, there we go. So that is our first target really at this stage. So 275.70 is our measured move target at the moment. Okay, and also bear in mind that, so I'm going to get really messy now, that this break here is also still in play. Okay, so I'll get that now. So this is 275.70, and we have 277.90. Okay, so we can delete that, and we can delete that. Right, let's get down to something that we can trade today. So first things first, we are pretty much bouncing off the trend line at the moment. Okay, so we've had some mini trend line breaks, which has been fantastic. So this was the first one, and this was our channel. Remember, we spoke about this earlier in the week, so there's our channel. And that measured move has actually played out. So there was our up move, our consolidation, and then our next move, and it's played out pretty spot on. Okay, the next bit of structure is really to break through this area here of 2700. We're looking for a break at 2700 to get us moving. Okay, anyway, we're going to go down to the hour now, and this is the chart that I want to look at right now. So first things first, there is our current trend line. Okay, we haven't quite broken it, but we are below it. Makes sense, doesn't it? When I say broken it, looking for a close below there. We haven't quite got a close below there, and these two bars here I'm not really interested in counting at the moment. That is pre-market for me. Okay, one thing that does concern me though is that was, let's delete this one, that was another trend line, and you can see we closed below it there, and then we've retested. Okay, it does concern me a little bit, but we're gonna pick this up on the ichimoku just now. So the first thing is here, the trend is up. We should be looking for longs. Okay, I'm not really interested in doing anything right now. I am looking for some kind of a pullback or consolidation. Now, the one thing that is potentially happening here after hours is yet another triangle. Okay, two touches. Not that strong. I'd prefer 3 and 3 or 3 and 2, but two touches either side is forming a triangle. Triangle's got 3 points in anyway, so 1, 2, 3 is a triangle. So that's kind of what we can see at the moment. So a break below this would take us the height of the triangle. Okay, and if you look carefully, you'll see that that brings us back to some form of structure here. You can see we've got quite a few. 1, call that 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we used it as support as well. So that's six times in the last 5 days. So in the last week, that's probably a fairly good area to look at. Okay, which is 26,600. That's if we break to the downside. Okay, for me at this stage, delete all the noise. What I'm looking for is fractal breaks, and right now, these are the two fractal breaks that are in play. So it's a current low and high of this morning, and even a break the downside, I'm not really keen on taking any break the downside. I'm looking for structure to get in long. Okay, that's kind of my take on this at the moment. Right now, the close. So if you all know what happened on Friday, we had trade war. It's over. We got a deal, and we rallied. And then Trump came out and said, no, it's a partial deal. And boom, boom. And we got to getting volatile again. Okay, so for me at the moment, it is long. It's just a question of where we're buying from. So I'll buy the dips, definitely buy the dips, or any structural break. And you can see structure forming at the moment. It's not really a wedge or a channel. It's a triangle. I suppose you could argue. Let me just double check here. No. Okay. So we could say it's a range as well, like that. We need to break above the high of Friday or below the swing low here. Okay, and that's going to give us our structure. This market session at the moment, which is the Chinese session, you can normally on a Monday just ignore it completely, wait for Europe open, and then take your structure from there. Okay, so let's just get to the ichimoku quickly, because this is going to give us a very good indication of what's actually going on. Right, so the trend is up. Okay, we have gone flat on Kijun-Sen, which just basically means we're ranging. We do have a lot of support below price at the moment because we are above the cloud. So, there's a lot of support to the left. And that's dictated to by how wide the cloud is. The oscillator here is indicating that we should be looking for longs again and again. That brings us to those two fractal points. Okay, and now the current fractal points for this morning. If we just come to the 4 hour, Kijun-Sen and Tenkan-Sen don't really necessarily agree with us. So we've got a Chiku span through price, we've got a twist in the cloud, and we've got a golden cross. Okay, but the problem is we are so far from Kijun-Sen at the moment, which is not, it doesn't really bode well for continuation. So we're 358 points away from Kijun-Sen. But what we want to see is Kijun-Sen start moving to the top. And if we can see that starting to happen while we're consolidating, that'll give us our confidence for the long. At this stage, what this is telling us is wait for a pullback Okay, and that to me would be an ideal pullback area, 26,650. Okay, and again it lines up with what we saw on the Bill Williams. Okay, the big concern I do have here is the daily is still a bearish cross and we're starting to point down. Okay, so if this Keaton cross over into a golden cross, sorry, death cross, what am I talking about? So it's in the death cross at the moment, and if we cross over into a golden cross, in other words, blue above red, that's going to bode well for moves to the upside. Okay, so, and there is also divergence here. So there's our previous swing high. Let's get this in here. So there's our swing high, and you can see oscillator was down here. This is our current high, and look where we are. So it's a lower high on price, but it's a high on oscillator. So that is another little bit of a concern for me at the moment. Okay, so if you listen to what I'm saying, currently the lower time frames trend is up. The 4 hour is indicating that it is fairly tired. Okay, we are back in this zone. If you look to the left here, look at all this price action here, we're right back in it. So yeah, I'm kind of a wait and see mode today on the Dow. If the structure holds, then we'll look for some for some longs. If we do pull back, I'll definitely be looking at longs, but keeping my stops as tight as I can because I don't trust the structure at the moment. Yes, we do have two measured moves that still need to play out, which the probability is that it should play out. But all we need is a list of negative results coming through on earnings season over the next 2 weeks, and this thing can plummet back down to the bottom here. Okay, and remember we are in a weekly triangle, and that's the top of the weekly triangle at the moment, and the bottom of the weekly triangle is pretty much here. Okay, and if I just take it one step to the weekly, don't really have anything there, and the monthly is also bullish. And just to close off the monthly, the buyers are coming in here, so you've got to believe that the smart money is buying at the moment. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's my view at the moment. This is the only thing that's concerning me is the daily view on ichimoku, but that could just mean a bit of a pullback or some structure forming, and then next day or two that these things cross over, and then it's long, and we stay long until we start getting another crossover. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and catch you later. Cheers for now.